Hello, I'm Ashley and welcome to my space here. I am going to be doing a full moon reading for the full moon in Sagittarius for June 5th, 2020. I'd also like to add that this is also my birthday, so I'm really excited, and that's why I really wanted to do a reading for the full moon. And I haven't done one in a long time on my channel. And I haven't done one outside in a long time, so I thought I would go ahead and do that to switch it up and yeah, just get some messages, because I just really want to see what the energy is going to be like, which I love the energy of Sagittarius mixed with the energy of Gemini, so that's very interesting. So I'm just going to go ahead and if it's kind of noisy, I'll try to talk a little bit louder. I'm just at a park, so there's kind of traffic coming by and stuff, but hopefully you can hear me. I have my microphone, so fingers crossed. Let's go ahead and get started. I want to remind you to have an open heart, to have an open mind, and first and foremost, to listen to your own intuitive guidance, your own intuition above all else. You can ask a question, set an intention. I set the intention that this message reaches you whenever it's meant to reach you, and that you receive the messages you are intending and seeking. So just stay open to the information and take what resonates, leave the rest. Some of it may resonate, all of it may resonate. Just, use your own discernment. So with that being said, I'm using the Affirmators Tarot, and we're going to start. What do we need to know with this full moon in Sagittarius? Okay, we have the Seven of Cups. This is very interesting. In the Seven of Cups, it's traditionally a card about feeling overwhelmed, feeling like there's a lot of choices, feeling like this is emotional overwhelm. So, and I like that there's if you see on this cup, it's if you see on this card, there's there's kind of bugs out here, so if I'm chewing, there's the world, there's this planet kind of looks like maybe Saturn, and then there's hearts, and there's diamonds here, and there's a home, and it kind of looks like it's all this tornado of stuff that's kind of happening. So I was kind of feeling like, if I'm just reading this intuitively, it's there might just be a lot going on, and there's hands praying too, so that's very interesting. So there might just be there's a lot going on in the world, obviously, and we had the world on this card, so there might be a lot going on in your home. There might be some instability, or there might be with the diamonds, I'm picking up on this self-value and self-worth, and knowing your worth, and all these things might be being stirred up. And with the hearts here, maybe there's a relationship that's coming together, or there's relationships ending, or you're just healing your heart. So it feels like there's lots of different options. That's kind of what the Seven of Cups represents. It's feeling overwhelmed by how many options you have. So really getting clear on what it is that you want will help you to discern what you need to place your focus on the most. Do you really need to focus on your service, which would be the world, or do you really need to focus on your home? Do you really need to focus on healing your heart? Do you need to focus on your faith, because that's what the hands are to me, is faith, and really relying more on your intuition, or are you healing, do you need to focus on your self-worth and knowing your own value? So that's kind of what I was picking up right away, I guess, intuitively, is this energy of there's so many different options. So, and Spirit is saying right now, I'm hearing there's whatever option you choose is the right option. There's no wrong option. The universe is always shifting around the decisions you make. So, because you're using your free will. So, if you use your free will to focus on these certain things, different things in your external reality will begin to shift as you begin to center your focus, and you begin to, because this is saying that you might have your focus on so many different things that you're not committing to one path. And so the universe is okay, well, I'm kind of unclear about what you want, and because you're not clear on what you want. So what do you want? That's kind of, okay, so what do we need to know? What do you want? What do you want to receive from this full moon? What do you want to release? What are you willing to let go of? Because that's kind of what full moons represent. It's the end of a cycle. It's a release of emotions. It's an illumination. So things coming to the light. So maybe this full moon will bring a little bit of clarity, but also full moons are very emotional, and so you could feel very emotional about these certain things, and it kind of does look like they're in this little storm here, so it's kind of all over the place. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up on. It's a lot of people's energies are scattered, and one of the reasons I love connecting with Mother Earth and being with the earth and really cultivating my relationship and prioritizing my relationship with Mother Earth is so that I feel very anchored, because I don't believe that we can make the difference and make the changes we need to on this planet right now if our minds are completely scattered and are focused on 500 different things at once. So really, our relationship to Mother Earth acts as an anchor, and our relationship to Mother Earth is also our relationship to our body. So really anchoring into our body so that we don't feel this emotional overwhelm all the time, and like feeling this energy of like uncertainty and like I don't know where to go, and you're just kind of like letting the tides take you. You're not like anchoring yourself, and so then it's like when you're scattered and you're fragmented, you're not in unity consciousness, and you're not emanating that vibration of unity. You're fragmented, and you're in the energy of separation. So really, it feels like as you begin to get clear on what you want, then it allows you to anchor your vibration, and then the universe can help deliver that to you. So yeah, there could be like some confusion, like not knowing which direction to move in, or like it's not like a bad energy, it's just saying you have a lot of different options, you have a lot of different doors, and you can choose any door you want, but just get clear on what it is you do want. Okay, what is going on? What is being illuminated with this full moon? What is being illuminated with this full moon, Spirit? Justice, exactly. Number 11, which I love that, and I love the bat. So a bat might be like an animal that you're working with. I just love them because they hear. So I'm picking up on clairaudience, and like the scales will be balanced like in your favor if you can get really clear on what it is you want. And the one thing with justice, in my opinion, and manifesting is that your intention has to be for the highest good of all. So like if you're praying, because we had the praying hands on here too, if you're praying for a certain situation to resolve or to seek balance or justice, because this could be about legal matters, this could be anything, this could be related to a home like falling through, or this could be like a relationship ending, like, you know, like this could be like contracts. I'm hearing contract with the word justice, and really learning to, and balance too, and like really learning how to hold the vibration and the intention for the highest outcome of all. Because when we're in our egos, we see that separation, and we might feel like envious, or we might feel resentment, or we might feel anger, or we might feel like unjustness. I don't know if you know if that's a word, but like we might feel all those things, but if we come out of our small minds and we rise into unity consciousness by anchoring our vibration, then we're creating justice within, because we're creating balance within our own energy. And when we create balance within our own energy field, this allows for the balance to be scaled, or the scales to be balanced in our favor. So there will be a favorable outcome. That's what's going to be illuminated, is that justice will be served no matter what it is. This could be like on a global scale because of the things that are happening in the world, like that this is what's being illuminated, is that we're seeking justice, and that justice will be served. But first we have to get really clear, because also in justice, and the original card, which is represented by Libra, by the way, so that might resonate for you, is that, you know, she's about clarity, and she sees through the truth, like, or she sees through the lies, like she cuts through the BS. And it's about fairness and equality, right? And that's what's being illuminated right now, is equality and balance, which I love that, which really is represented by Sagittarius energy, which I love for the full moon, is like really illuminating these injustices in the world. But then it's like about, and like this could be about like taking action. A lot of us might want to take action in different areas of our life to help with the injustice of the world, to really make a difference. And in my opinion, and I just wrote a blog about this, is about balancing your own energies within yourself will create balance and harmony in the external world. But so many people are trying to do it from the outside in, and they're not doing it from the inside out. And so, you know, the more you push against the outside and you want it to change and you want it to be different, but you're not willing to change, and you're not willing to behave differently, you're not willing to speak differently, you're not willing to think differently, then those scales will never be balanced in your favor, because you have to take action first. You have to balance your energies first, and then the outside world will balance itself. We don't necessarily have to do all the work. And like, this is overwhelmed. So like, if you feel like you have a lot of work to do in order to make a difference, and you're feeling overwhelmed by how many like tasks you need to do, or how many changes you need to make in your life in order to create this harmony within yourself and create this balance, so that you can be part of the, you know, the balancing and the equilibrium on the rebalancing of the earth. So if you really want that, and like of humanity, right? And as we rebalance humanity, we really begin to, you know, then the earth can rebalance herself. and then we can have peace on earth. That literally is possible, but we have to believe that it is possible first in order. And the only way that we can have peace on earth is if each one of us individually feels that peace within ourselves. So work on cultivating peace, work on cultivating faith, work on cultivating health, work on cultivating wellness, and work on cultivating consciousness. And as you do that and you work on your energy and you shift those energies within yourself to find equilibrium, then you'll see it. You'll like see it reflected in your world, and you'll see how balanced things truly are. But when you're imbalanced inside yourself, all you're going to perceive is imbalance in the world, whether it be imbalance in your relationships, remember, like giving and receiving, or it's imbalanced in your home, or imbalanced in your values and exchanging your time and energy. Maybe that's imbalance, you know? And maybe you're living too much for yourself and not enough for the world. So in my opinion, it's about learning how to serve. And in order to serve, we have to open up and be receptive so that the divine can work through us, but can only work through us when we're balanced. And when we're balanced in mind, body, and soul. So your mind has to be balanced and your emotions have to be balanced in order for you to open up to the unity consciousness that is already here. You know, we're already in unity consciousness, but our minds are not. Our minds are still behind. Our minds are barbaric. Our minds are old. And so what we have to do is heal our limiting beliefs and balance our mind. You know, our minds are so polluted. And I wrote in my blog post about this recently too, is that, you know, our minds are polluted, but when we can create that balance in our minds, then we, like I said, you begin to see the balance in the world. Things might seem imbalanced right now, but that's probably because you're imbalanced in your own energy. But as you begin to anchor to earth and you begin to anchor into your own body, you feel this inner equilibrium that gives you a surge of clarity, so you're not so confused, and it gives you, you know, then you can act and you can make those changes. Even they're small changes. It's just being grateful, or, you know, drinking more water, or getting out for a walk, or like making little subtle changes is how we really create big change on a global scale. So it's not all on you. You know, it's not like, be easy on yourself. Take some time to reflect. Allow yourself to rest and to open up to like the wisdom of your own heart, of your own intuition, and get quiet. Okay. So Spirit, what is your advice for this full moon? Very interesting. We have the Nine of Cups. I love the Nine of Cups because it's like a genie. It's like Nine of Cups is like your wishes fulfilled. And this is like feeling really fulfilled on your own. Okay, I'm gonna shoo the bugs away, so even I know they'll be back in like 2 seconds, but yeah, the Nine of Cups really represents like our dreams are already fulfilled. Like having this knowing that what we desire can be ours. Like I said, if we want world peace, we have to believe that it can come true. So how can we create inner peace in order to see that reflected in our external world? This is saying like your wish is coming true. So whatever it is you're manifesting, like I was saying, I feel like somebody's praying for the highest good of all, and like this could be related to, okay, this Justice card is also related to karmic contracts. So there's going to be karmic contracts like with people. This doesn't even have to be romantic relationships, but it will be for a lot of people, that there's romantic relationships that are ending or some that are beginning. So it's like this ending and new beginnings. But these are soul contracts that are ending. So you've come to a completion of a cycle. And I like that this is number 11. So it's like the number 11 always represents like two wholes to me, like one wholeness, and like feeling like, so if you begin to shift your energy and you begin to feel whole on your own because you've balanced your own masculine and feminine energies within, then you're going to end contracts where a relationship was imbalanced, and you're going to call in new relationships that are based in reciprocity and equality, and that are like equal give and take. And so these you're calling in new soul contracts that are based in like unity and connection, rather than from like egoic beliefs or your like conditioning from your upbringing. So where most people were in relationships like with their parents, as they heal their own father and mother wounds, they begin to balance their own energies, and then they attract a new partner that's more balanced in their energies, that's more healthy. So that's kind of what I was picking up there, because this is the Nine of Cups, like your wish is being fulfilled. So if it's like something you're praying for, or maybe it's health, or maybe there's somebody that you know that is struggling with their health, that's another thing I'm picking up. So you might have a family member that's struggling with their health, and there's just a lot of stuff coming up with health, in my opinion, health and wellness. And this is really triggering us to find that balance within, to find that mental balance, to really, you know, find that balance within our body so that we feel strong and we feel able to move through these changing tides that are happening on the earth right now. Because 2020 is lit, guys. My goodness. Hello, 2020. Like, so what this is saying, like, underneath all of it, like, underneath all the confusion, underneath, like, you know, like, underneath all that is, like, your wishes are coming true. So, but you have to hold this vibration. So the advice to me is to hold this vibration, to believe that your dreams are possible, to believe that your dreams are already here, to act and to behave as if you've already received what you wanted, you know, like, and this is about gratitude too, and like, just, this is about feeling good and feeling good on your own, and like, this is like doing the things that make you happy. So like, you're doing the things that fulfill you, that fill your own cup. So that's the message here, I guess, is the advice is to fill your own cup so that you feel this energy of like, yes, like nothing was out of my reach. And that's totally Sagittarius. It's like, shoot for the motherfucking stars. That's what Sagittarius reminds me of. Like, don't limit yourself in any capacity. Like, you have the ability to do grand and wonderful things, but you have to believe in yourself. And I think that's kind of like the Nine of Cups is saying, is like, believe that your dreams are possible. Believe that they can come true, because they can't come true unless you believe them. Because if you're sending out this energy of like, oh, I'm confused and I don't know if this is going to work out and I don't know if that's going to work out, then the universe doesn't know how to respond. It's going to respond in the same, it's going to send you more confusion. So you're going to create more confusion in your reality. But if you're focused on your wishes are already here, they've already come true, you've already got them, like there's no doubt that they're coming true, and you hold that vibration, that's what you're sending out to the universe, and that's what the universe will bring you, is your dreams, your wishes fulfilled. And I love the genie, so that's wonderful. All right, I want to get some clarifiers, and look what's underneath the deck, guys. Two of Cups. So I was talking about like relationships ending with this like card, with this Justice card. So like, this could be like calling in new love, like calling in. This is balanced relationships, like equal give and take. So it's not like one, you know, like you're feeling burnt out or you're not receiving as much as you're giving, and yeah. Like this healthy energy of love where we're moving away from like this confusion of like, I don't know what I want, into this clarity of like, because this is like holding your vibration in the energy of love. That's the Two of Cups to me, is like residing in the energy of harmony, residing in the energy of love. And if you can reside in that energy, and if you can feel at peace, you can feel harmonious, and you can feel love, then that's what you're going to attract. That's what the universe is like, okay, this is the vibration you're putting out, this is the vibration we're gonna give to you. So this isn't just like, this is also like just soulmates. So not just like karmic soulmates too as well. Like, and not all karmic soulmates have to like be bad. A lot of them help us to heal our mother wounds, to help us heal our father wounds, to help us heal all sorts of wounds. And if we can really look at them from this energy of like the soulmate and like what they came to teach us, then we can, you know, feel a lot more love for them, rather than like, why is this happening to me? Okay, so I'm going to use the Wisdom of the Oracle to clarify. Flexible just fell out, but I put it back in. We'll see if it comes out again. Does that make sense? Like, especially if you're praying for something or you're manifesting something, you have to be really flexible about how it excuse me, about how it shows up in your reality, because it can show up in so many different ways. So like, be really open and flexible to the possibilities and the ways that it can manifest, and don't be so rigid. Like, just hold the vibration of, yes, like hold the vibration of my dreams can come true, like they are already here, and the energy of love. And that's like a powerful, it's like a love, you know, it is like a love spell, especially with the full moon. So hello, maybe write down what are your dreams, like, and don't let like your mind limit you. Like, dream motherfucking big. Like, write down all your dreams, and notice how many times your ego tries to chime in and say that's impossible, or there's no way, or yeah, right, or like, you know, just write them down. Like I said, dream big. So what do we need to know with the Seven of Cups? Go the distance. Number 47, 11. Yeah, go the distance. I love this card because there's a cheetah on a card, so that might be a spirit animal you're working with. I know I work with a cheetah when it's about perseverance, when you feel like, because this is like the Seven of Cups, like you could be feeling confused, and when you get confused you can kind of get like defeated. It can kind of make you like tired and worn out, but this is saying like, no, go the distance. Like, you have what it takes to persevere, even if it feels like you've been wandering around in a desert with, you know, nothing in sight. Like, don't give up right before the miracle occurs is kind of what I'm hearing. So yeah, finish the race. Like, don't give in now. Like, you're so close to, you know, because your wish is almost true. Like, keep going, even if it feels like, you know, even if you're feeling overwhelmed, or you're like, because this is like, I can't do it, and the Nine of Cups is like, I already have it, like, it's already mine. So it's that switch in that mindset of like, I'm confused to like, no, what I want is already mine. And then like, as you get clear on that, and with clarity, when you have clarity on something, then you begin to feel really confident about it. And when you're confident about what you truly want, then you're standing in your power, like, and your vibration is just very magnetic and powerful. So I think that's really important to practice feeling what it would feel like if all your dreams already came true. Like, and then like, so sit with them. Like, if you write them down like I suggested, and you sit with all your dreams, like, just sit with how they would feel. Like, if you got to do the things you wanted to do, or if your dreams came true, how would you feel? And then you have to practice holding that feeling of what you want before you even have it, in order to align with it, in order to call it into your life. So if you're wanting love, if you're wanting healthy, balanced love, how can you embody healthy, balanced love within your own being, so that you radiate that vibration out, and that the universe hears it, sees it, and can respond to it by sending you, you know, a healthy partner, a healthy, balanced partner. So it's really about holding your own vibration, like I said kind of at the beginning, like anchoring your body, anchoring your mind into the present moment, into the energy of love, so that you can, you know, be a vibration for what you want. But if your mind's constantly distracted, and you're not clear on what you want, and you're flipping from one end to the next, that's kind of like Gemini energy, like moving like, ooh, I want this, and I want that, and I want this. But if you get really clear on what you want, then the universe can respond accordingly. So I like that. So go the distance with, like, when it comes to what it is you want, and don't give up. Don't give up. I don't know why I just sang that, but it just kind of came out. Okay, so what is being illuminated with justice here? Okay, we have happy in reverse, or number 26, or number 8. And there's a hummingbird on this card. That could be a synchronicity for you, or a symbol. So what I'm picking up, because the happy card in reverse represents like needing to take a more lighthearted approach to things, like not being so serious about things, like especially justice and the things that are going on in the world. It can feel very heavy, guys. It can feel so heavy. Like, the collective energy feels so heavy right now. Like, people might feel weighed down, and that's why they feel like confused. And that's also why health is so important, because as we begin to clear out our minds, we begin to feel lighter in our bodies. And so, like, it really helps to clear us out. But a lot of people are like really immersed in this heavy, dark energy. But what Spirit is saying is like, take a lighthearted approach to justice. And what I feel like that means is like, okay, especially if you're like advocating for justice in any sort of situation, like how can you bring a lighter, more lighthearted energy and approach to your a lighthearted energy to your approach, and how you go about it, and how you relay your message, or how you express yourself, rather than doing it from this heavy, dense energy. Do it from more of this like lighthearted energy, and that will actually help your manifestation. It won't feel like it's dragged out, and it won't feel so heavy. It'll help to like lighten your mood, especially like I said, with all the heavy things that are happening in the world, to really find this playfulness within ourselves. To I'm actually going to read this card. I feel called to. So, lighten up, because this is a time to be ridiculous and silly. See the world through the eyes of a clown, and don't take yourself or any situation right now too seriously. Have fun, be playful, and make laughter the order of the day. You'll be surprised at how everything just seems to fall into place when humor leads the way. Being happy and lighthearted is a wonderful icebreaker. Life is meant for play as well as work, for laughter as well as tears, for celebration as well as focus, which we had focus here. So Spirit wants you to sparkle through you today. Smile and enjoy each breath and each moment. Miracles lie in the silly things today. Oh, I love that. So that's like, yeah, just like take a more lighthearted approach to things, like especially when you're praying. Like I was saying, I'm just picking up, like there's a situation you're praying will be balanced, and like I said, if you can approach it from a lighthearted place, and you can approach it from like the highest good of all, and you do it with like playfulness, then that just makes it just makes your manifestation more powerful, and it comes to you with a lot more ease, and you don't have to fight against it. All right, so what is your advice with the 9 of Cups here, Spirit? Okay, Treasure Island, and this is number 9, so like a completion of the cycle. And Treasure Island in reverse is stating that like lack consciousness, or like poverty consciousness, is like running the show right now. So really learning how to, and that's what I was saying. So like the 9 of Cups, because these are like totally contradicting cards, and do you see the similar colors on them? So this card to me, if it was upright, would be like a lot like this 9 of Cups came. But in the reverse, it's saying that like don't allow like what's missing or what's lacking in your life to dictate your vibration. So that's why I was saying, like, even if you don't have what you want, you have to believe it is yours already. Let's read that one too, actually. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's so like even if you have these like this doubt or any fear come up, like saying that like your dreams won't come true, like I was saying, if you make a list and you write down all the dreams you ever wish to come true, and how loud your ego gets or tells you, like it's not possible or whatever the lies, that's kind of like this this Treasure Island in reverse. So let's see here. Poverty consciousness and a sense of not enough cast a shadow on your path. These ideas and core beliefs come with a high cost. Do you really want to proclaim yourself a victim of disappointment and failed expectations? Are you avoiding success because you will grow so tall that others will want to cut you down? Or is it possible that you're caught in fear that you will lose what you have acquired, so you hold on so tight that you miss the opportunities to expand? You are challenged to change the way you see the world and move from a perception of limitations to a perception of abundance. Take a risk, for you have nothing to lose except for confinement in a prison of your own making. Open the door and find the abundance waiting for you to claim it. Yeah, that's the 9 of Cups. Claim your abundance. Say like, this is already mine. And like I said, practice embodying the feeling of like, if you got what you wanted, how would you feel? And practice holding that feeling. Oh my gosh, the bugs are like all up in my business. Okay, and then underneath the deck is Breathe in reverse, which is number 29 or number 11, which has come up twice. So actually 3 times. So this card is just saying like, don't let like laziness or apathy get the best of you. Like if you're feeling this is just saying like to get out and move your body. Like if you're feeling like lackluster, not really inspired to like, get out and help yourself rather than staying like in that energy, which would kind of be like this Treasure Island in reverse of like lack consciousness. Okay, I wanted to get a couple of these. These are kind of small cards, but these are new to me, and I haven't used them on this channel yet. So I just wanted to get a few here. What do we need to know with Go the Distance and 7 of Cups? It says Shadow. False projections rule the day. Be lovingly inquisitive. I love that because that's like totally Gemini, and with the full moon. Allow the hidden to be revealed and healed. Let the darkness serve to give definition to the light. I love these little cards, yeah. Well, I like that. That was perfect there, I think. Like, because our shadow can kind of make us question everything, and that can leave us feeling confused. Like, we can be really clear on something, and then all of a sudden our ego comes in and is like, blah, 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 blah. And then that's when we go into this, like, lack, and our mind tries to convince us that we don't, that we don't have enough, or that we'll never get what we want, when really we already have what we want. It's just a matter of perception. And when we heal our limiting perception that tells us we don't have enough, and we focus on the abundance that's all around us, even if we don't have what we want, there's still abundance around us all the time. There's still an opportunity to see the abundance in your life, and then as you do that, you become a magnet for more abundance to enter into your life. Okay, so what is being revealed with Justice and Happy in reverse? Initiate. Just get started. A beginning only takes a moment. Assign yourself the title now. Choose to align with the joyful discovery that awaits you on the journey ahead. And that's perfectly with the happy in reverse, the choose to align with the joyful discovery that awaits you on your journey ahead. So rather than like being fearful of what's on the journey ahead, like choosing to focus on your joy now and choose to align with the joyful discovery that awaits on your journey ahead. So that would be like your 9 of Cups, like your dream come true. Alrighty, and then what is your advice with the 9 of Cups and Treasure Island in reverse? process. Be curious about how you do it. Find a flow that works for you. Give the work time and space to unfold. Rushing will only delay things further in the end. Okay. Actually, let's get one more for each. What else with the shadow? What do we need to know with shadow? Restriction. Limitations may actually be creative opportunities. Choose helpful constraints to make the big idea real. Don't be fooled by others' limiting beliefs. Oh, I love that, and that's totally like shadow too. Okay, what else is being illuminated with initiate? Story. Weave a fable, share your heroic journey, tell yourself a conscious, loving tale. Rather than telling yourself the old story that like nothing works out for you or you never get what you want, or that things are like dark and ugly and have to be heavy and miserable, like tell yourself a new story that things work out for you, that you know you get everything you want, that you're abundant and healthy. Like how can you tell yourself a new story every time those limiting beliefs pop up? How can you tell a new story? At first, you have to be conscious enough to recognize your limiting beliefs in order to stop them and redirect, because your old story could be like keeping you in poverty consciousness. That's when you believe things don't work out for you, or you're meant to be left out in the cold, or, you know, you can't be successful. Like it was saying, like, are you scared of becoming successful because of how, you know, people will try to cut you down? So like staying like poor or staying like in poverty consciousness, at least it's safe there because you can't have it, it won't be taken away from you potentially. And there's that fear when you get what you want, it's that fear that it can be taken away. So not allowing that fear to keep you from actually manifesting it in the first place. So one more, what is your advice with process? And then I'll end it. Exactly, embodiment. I was saying this with the 9 of Cups. Exactly. Appreciate the opportunities inherent in being on the planet. Stand in your own affinity for yourself, then act. Allow your potency to vibrate. The situation may shift in reply. That's totally like the Justice too. So like embodying it, really embodying your vibration and embodying the energy of like my dreams come true, embodying the energy of love, embodying the energy of peace, embodying the energy of justice. So I like that. And then underneath the deck is taboo. Take on the role of sacred rebel. Release the need to make others comfortable. Exactly. Explore the fringes with pride, especially if it makes you nervous. Totally. So, okay, I'm going to end it there. I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a wonderful full moon, beauties, and I'm sending you so much love. Take care.